What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Listen, I keep telling y'all when y'all hear my voice, only one of two things is going to happen. And that means I have a very special guest in the building with us today. Okay? So y'all already know. You know, I don't really like these little beats they be giving me, but I'm going to use them. I'm going to use them. Shit's just trash. So y'all already know, man. You locked into Highly Unique Radio. It's your girl, Trap Sid. We here for the culture on Wednesdays. But I got some news for y'all. I'm moving to Fridays because I do a lot on Wednesdays. So I need to go to Fridays. But I'm going to Fridays in June, 6 to 8. And this is going to be my last official Wednesday night interview. So this is an honor. I'm super excited. I know we got to chop it up a little bit in the studio before we actually went live on air. But now that you're here, I feel like it's only right for me to bring you in the For the Culture way. So, Airways, Charlotte, New York, wherever y'all listening from. If you are listening right now, y'all already know we have a very special guest in the building with us. He is a rising voice with something real to say, and he's been making noise with his raw energy, powerful bars, and authentic story. Today, y'all already know we have an exclusive sit down with none other than my guy, Lyricist, and we'll be diving into his journey. We'll see what drives him, his creative process. We're going to also be debuting his song, Out the Gutter. And listen, I promise y'all, this is an interview you do not want to miss. So can we please give it up for my guy, Lyricist? Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm glad to be here, man. I appreciate the introduction.
Listen, I take my time with each and every artist that I interview because if you didn't know, For the Culture is a place for artists and creatives to be celebrated, heard, supported, and respected. So I feel like I have to do my due diligence, do my research, and write, you know, some questions. Like, all of my questions are tailored to each individual artist. You know, it's not nothing generic over here with you, girl.
I'm ready.
So we're going to go ahead and hop into it because this might be a lot of people's first time, you know, being introduced to you. So Can you first off tell us a little bit about who you are and where you're from and how you got into the music industry?
Yeah, so I'm originally from Charlotte. My real name's Isaiah Taylor.
Hey.
But yeah, I'm originally from Charlotte, and I really got into music when I was 9. It was crazy. My oldest brother, he was like, he went to his friend's house one night, and he came home like the next day. He was like, yo, me and my boy, we made a song, and he had showed it to me, and I was like, yo, this is hard. I was like, yo, I want to do this. So at the time, I was young, so I was just like, yeah, I just want to go with Big Bro and go record some music. And then when I wrote my verse, I had brought it to him to show it to him before we had went. And he was like, yeah, bro, you actually got it, bro. Like, you should try taking it serious. And then I just kind of took off ever since then. Been writing ever since.
That's what's up. So talk to the listeners or the viewers on the live. Shout out to the live. It's hella people on the live right now.
What's going on?
Somebody said Lyricist literally my favorite up-and-coming artist. Hey, that's what's up.
I appreciate it.
So tell the people, like, how you even got the name Lyricist. That's a heavy name to carry.
So honestly, it took a long time to finally come up with that name, but it took a while. I shuffled through a bunch of other names when I was younger because obviously I was a kid, man. I went through a lot of terrible names. It was not pretty. But I remember I sat down. I was at work one day actually when I used to work at Foot Locker, and this lady had walked up to me and she was like, yo, what's your stage name? And I was like, I'm kind of in between names right now because I used to go by Epic and it was terrible. It's a terrible name. But then she asked to listen to my music, so I showed her some unreleased at the time. And then she was basically like, you know, with your punchlines, like, you need something that's like gonna explain the music when they first hear the name without ever actually hearing the tune. And so that's kind of how it got sculpted.
Listen, that's some good ass advice right there. I love that.
For sure.
So, what do you feel like was your defining moment when you first started, you know, actually taking music serious to be like, okay, this is what I need to be doing?
When I did my first like real project that was distributed like everywhere. It's called Midnight Jukebox and it's out. So go check it out. Basically, when I wrote it, like, it was the first time that I was writing and I felt like completely like indulged into the project. Like, it took everything out of me because I was giving it everything I had. And I was just like, yeah, I think, like, giving all of this energy and all of this time and thought to every single project, like, I just fell in love with the whole process. So I was like, yeah, this is what I need to do every time.
Okay. So, flip question to that.
All right.
How long did it take you to create the album? Because you said you gave it your all. So I know, I feel like you're a perfectionist.
So I am. This is my guy though. This guy, we breeze through it nowadays.
Hey,
but
shout out to the engineer in the studio.
Yeah, check him out too. Everybody tap in. He make beats and all that. He's crazy. But I get a lot of bad rep with my boys because I take long hiatuses from actually releasing music because I be just writing. And for a while I didn't have an engineer, so that I was doing my own soft mixes, and I was like, it's not where it needs to be for my baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is gonna be the first one that's like out there. But that tape took me, like, I would say, like, a year and a half. To really get everything nailed down. And then at the end I had some stuff with like the distributor, like cover art, stuff like that. So to actually officially release, it was probably about maybe a year and 9 months, but the year and 6 months to actually get everything written and recorded and get it sculpted how I needed it.
Listen, that's perfection. Some people, they rush through and they like, oh, I did a whole album in a night, and you listen to it and that shit trash. Go back to the drawing board, my boy. Do not do that.
Yeah,
but sure. I feel like when artists take their time and they, like you said, you poured your all into it, that's how you know that this is a genuine passion of yours. This is not like a get rich quick scheme.
No, for sure.
That's what's up. So what do you feel like are some challenges that you have faced so far in this journey?
Being the artist that writes the same song, I feel like, especially after doing the Midnight Jukebox project, I felt like I said everything, I left it all out on the mic, and when it was over and it was time to get back to it, like a month later, I was like, what do I say? I said everything. So I was like, I don't want to just be writing the same songs over and over again. So finding new inspiration after projects would probably be my biggest. And then outside of that, before that project come out, finding like people to collaborate with. Like, I don't find a lot of other artists that either think that my style is too like complex for them, or having like a mutual place we can meet up. Like, cause my engineer, like, I'll be trying to safeguard it. Like, this is mine right here.
you can't be introduced to him at all.
No, for sure.
So when you have these creative roadblocks, how do you overcome them?
Honestly, I started to spend more time close to like my family, just to see what they doing, just to see, like, get a different vibe. Cause like my music, like the beats that I like and like the writing that I do is kind of like I don't want to say dark, but it's darker, in my opinion. Like, it feels heavy because it's so bar heavy. It's a lot of lyricism and all of the metaphors and stuff. So like, just being around like my little brother, my little sister, my older brothers too. So it's just like being around them. It kind of like lightens up the mood, and then I can go back to a beat with fresh ears, you know what I'm saying, with a different outlook.
I like that. I love that. Y'all know I'm family girl to the core, so I love that. So what is your creative process? I know you talked to us about how you overcome it, but what are ways that you get yourself, like, kind of the creative juices flowing?
So normally, I have a bar bin in my phone. So like, I have this one note like saved in my phone under bar bin, where it's like anytime I think of a bar, I just jot it down. I don't know when I'm gonna use it.
That's fine.
I don't have a beat to it. I just know that line came to me. It was crazy. I put it in the bar bin, and then I save it. And then normally I'll go out, I'll look for beats. Once I find a beat, I'll start just writing right then and there. But most of the time it's driving. Like, when I'm driving, that's when I write the most.
Did you find that that's when like you're the most creative? Is driving?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the bars that get put in the bar bin come from when I'm driving.
That's fire. A bar bin is fire. I'm not gonna lie, that might get me rapping.
I'm telling you, if you ever think of a crazy bar, just jot it down. You never know when you're gonna use it.
Right.
You never know when you're gonna use it.
That's fire. Listen, artists, man, I say this all the time. Y'all are so creative. Like, y'all think of ways to market and come up with new ideas to stay relevant all the time. And I have to give y'all flowers while y'all are still on this side of the earth and not the other side of the earth. Because again, y'all just deserve to be celebrated, supported. Like, when I first got into this industry. I don't entertainment, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
I actually was working with independent artists, so
Right.
I saw how much it takes financially, physically, mentally, like the sacrifices, and sometimes you got to get a job to be able to fund your passion. And I know that you guys pour a lot into it and don't get a lot of that like appreciation in return. But I want to be the one to tell you I appreciate it. I support y'all. I celebrate y'all. I stream y'all. I listen to independent artists more in my car than any like mainstream artists.
Greatly
like,
appreciated.
Listen, I love y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and kind of like, I didn't mean to segue off like that,
No,
but we're gonna
good.
like kind of
Good.
transition back to the interview. So how did you hone in or like define your sound? Because I'm sure over the years, you said you started rapping at 9, you've gone through different sounds that you've tried throughout the years. How did you solidify it to your sound now? You're like, this is what fits me.
So I grew up listening to a lot. So my first favorite rapper was 50 Cent. So I knew I wanted that like gritty like sound, because my dad, like my whole dad's side of my family is from Jamaica, but my mom is from New York.
Oh, that's lit.
So yeah, so when I was growing up, there was a lot, like my dad loves DMX, like that's his favorite, and I just kind of latched on to 50 Cent. He was like my first favorite rapper. I used to have all the G Unit clothes, everything. So I knew I wanted that kind of grittiness, but then shortly after like 7, 8, 9, 10, I discovered Wayne, and I was like, yeah, he's been my favorite rapper ever since. So I was like, if you just mix the aggression from 50 and the lyricism of Wayne, I kind of feel like that's where I fell. And then as far as like the beats, I've always liked Drake's beats, so it's like I would really say that's kind of what shaped it all into one that makes lyricism. But that's really it, like. But then collaborating with other people, like the dude that's on the track Out the Gutter, we grew up together, and he's like more onto like the trap beats. And so once he started, because he started way later, like not until we got into high school, and then he was like, I was going to the studio with him, and he was doing all of these crazy sounds. I was like, bro, I feel like I could slide on anything. So like,
yeah, let me try.
I could slide on anything. So like, I started working with him, and now it's like I've kind of deviated a little bit. Like, I do have a new project coming out, so so on that you're gonna really see like a lot of like the direction kind of change. There's a few where I go back to my go-to and my normal style, but there's a lot on there where it's just like, yeah, this is nothing we seen lyricists do before.
Okay. So, you want to give us a little bit more information about the upcoming project?
So,
you don't have to.
Yeah, for sure. So right now it's self-titled, so it's just called Lyricist. I don't have a release date yet. Right now I'm just working on getting the visuals down, but I do have about like 45 songs in the vault that I gotta cut through and figure out what's gonna make the final cut.
Woo. That's a hard selection process.
It is. But I like to get it from like a untrained ear. Like when I hear it, well, one, I love everything I write, so it's like I'm fire, and he's too perfectionist. So I'll never release. So I like sending it to all my boys, and then let them pick what their favorites are, and then that's kind of how I cultivate it.
Okay, that was gonna be my next question. How do you
pick out what makes it?
That's fine, because I mean that's your fan base. That's the people that's gonna listen to it. So.
And my boys will tell me like, yo, this one ain't it.
Yeah.
You feel me? But yeah, so
at least you got honest homeboys.
Yeah.
Let me say that again for the airways. At least he has honest homeboys that tell him, maybe tweak this a little bit.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
Some of y'all be like, yeah, you going to the top with this, and you ain't going to nowhere but the local dumpster. That shit is trash. Boo boo. Basura. I'm sorry.
Basura.
So, how do you feel your environment or your upbringing, or your cultural roots, saying that your mom's side was from New York and your dad's side was from Jamaica? How do you feel like all of that has shaped your music?
I definitely feel like just like one, the passion for just the beat. Like you turn on a beat and it's like it's just instant. Like it just, my body reacts to it and my mind reacts to it. And like I said, as far as like who I listen to and who I try to mimic in a way, or who I like look up to in the music industry, I feel like that's kind of where I get it from. But more of it is from like just the New York side, because my dad came when he was young to the States. So majority of the music I was listening to was like gospel, hip hop, and then there a little bit of reggae, which I've tried the reggae sound, and I can't do it. I can't do it. I wish I could. I can't do it yet. Yeah. I wish I could. But then again, there's like a beauty to it where I'm like, I don't want to touch it because that's not my lane. Mm-hmm. You feel me? And it's already, you know what I'm saying, there's some solidified dudes in that lane. So once you go over there, you got to be able to kill it.
You got to be a heavy hitter.
You got to be able to hold your own weight. But yeah, so that's really, I feel like just the passion for music just in general, because there was always music playing. And then my dad is a lit dude, obviously. So you feel me? We go down the road, we bus and DMX down the road. So it's just like
that's a lit ass trip.
It is. So just being around music in some way, shape, or form all the time coming up, really.
That's so lit. Listen, I am definitely excited to see lyricists. Well, I guess I should say hear lyricists when you drop your self-titled album later on. I'm gonna be on the lookout for that. I'm not gonna forget that.
I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna send it to you.
So you're here today because you got a song that you submitted out the gutter. Let's talk about it first of all, because I feel like the airwaves y'all need, and the listeners, the viewers on live, y'all need to hear this, okay? Because literally, this is like a stumble upon. This is how good this shit is, okay? It's like you stumble and you find gold. Surprise, it's lyricist, right? Okay, that should be your hashtag. Like, I was doing like an email submission thing, artists, and I'm still doing it. Artists, if you have songs that are already out on digital streaming platforms, please make sure you click the link or click the email address in my bio and submit the song. And lyricist submitted a song called Out the Gutter. And let me tell you, I forgot what I was doing. I might have been like at work or something, just like, you know, jotting down some stuff. And I'm going through the emails. I'm listening to all the songs because this is how I listen to regular music. It's doing shit. So this is how, you know, I'm going to hear if I'm going to fuck with it or I'm not. So I heard it. And I'm like, all right. And then I'm like, hold on. I don't think I heard this shit. Let me start this shit back over. And then I listened to it again. And I was like, damn. And I was like, let's do it again. I listened to it like, no lie, y'all, 4 or 5 times. And I was like, who is Isaiah Taylor? Who is this? Like, I'm searching my Instagram. I'm searching my Facebook. I'm searching like anybody that's a friend on my social media platform. I couldn't find it. So I'm like, let me go look on the Radios page and see maybe they follow the Radios page. Couldn't find nobody. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going social media avenue, the power of social media. And I put a post up and was like, if you submitted this song, if you emailed me this song, I need you to DM me right now. And yeah, the rest is history.
And there I was.
And there was. Shout out to my girl 82 cause she sent the alley-oop low key, and I'm very grateful. So you sent the song Out the Gutter. Fire ass track.
I appreciate it.
Talk to us a little bit about what that song is about and also about the feature on the song.
So actually the verse that I did came a little bit after the song was kind of already, there was already a foundation laid already. So my guy Quan, he's Block Money Quan. He doesn't have any release right now, but we're working on it. All right. He already had like a kind of a hook in mind that he wanted to go with, and he already selected the beat. So we pulled up on Jason one night. He went in, he did the hook, and I was like, yeah, I thought that was gonna be his verse at the time. So I was like, yeah, I'll come in right after that. So then when I came in, I just I did what I do. I did what I do. And then Jason was like, yeah, bro, really, you could just throw Quan's part on the end of that, bro. This is tough. So I was like, yeah. And then whatever he say is gold to me. So I'm like, yeah, I'll just take it and run with it.
Facts. So shout out to your engineer over here.
That's my guy.
Talk to us a little bit about this connection, because you've been big in my man's
that's my guy.
And
that's
I love
my
that.
guy.
He deserves some shine. So go ahead and tell us a little bit about your engineer, please.
Honestly, I met him through the other dude that's on the track.
Really?
Yeah, so my boy Quan, he basically he hit me up. He was like, yo, he knew I rap obviously from Mad Long. We grew up together. And he was like, let's go to the studio. I was like, bro, I don't know anybody out here, because at the time I had stopped doing my own soft mixes because I was like, it ain't gonna get no better because I'm not working on it. And we ended up working with another guy. He goes by Unknown, by the way. He raps too, and he's
Unknown,
yeah, Unknown. So that he engineered a few tracks for us, And then he started really taking off with his own like writing, so he was running out of time to do like engineering. And then Quan was like, yeah bro, I know another guy if you want to try it. And I was like, yeah, I'm down. And it was Jason. So we pulled up, and he had showed, actually when I first got there, he showed me a track that he had did for Quan like a week or so before, whenever y'all did Go to War. And I was like, this is crazy. So I was like, yeah, I'm ready to go. So then we worked for a couple days, and then we came back maybe 2-3 weeks later, and that's when we did Out the Gutter. But that's how I met Jason.
That's lit. Jason, anything you want to say? You know, I'm shameless plug. Plug yourself, plug your business. You got a special running. You don't got a special running. They got to pay full price. Fuck them. Tell them whatever you need to say.
Definitely. I got a studio in Concord, so I'm from Concord, Kannapolis. 40 an hour, obviously. I work with pretty much everybody in Concord, Kannapolis. I do video stuff too. So I originally came up with Stunnerful Vegas on
okay, that's what's up.
Most of the time. I started doing a little video stuff with comedian Ryan Davis. I don't know if anyone knows Ryan Davis. So I on tour with him for a while. Just got off that. I've basically just been working. I've been doing music my whole life and pretty much just grinding. That's all I know how to do. So
hey, that's lit. You done lived like 10 lives. Niggas still on their first one. That's lit. I love that. I love that. Shout out to you, shameless plug. So listen, I gotta ask. Hold on, let me get this on cue before we bring it in. You know, because I'm gonna do it the right way. Is there like a standout lyric or a standout bar from that song?
What's yours? Because I feel like you asked for a reason.
No, I just asked because I wanted to like segue into the song.
So I'll say,
but
when I was funny enough, as much as I appreciate my written music, that song was freestyle. Well, my verse was freestyle.
No way.
Yeah. So
what the? This shit just keep getting better and better. So, what the hell?
So honestly, like, so I'm not gonna lie, I'll be burning up a lot of time with Jason. So like, I'll go, cause like now that I have like an engineer that I feel like I'm locked in with, and I feel like this. So this is why I be bigging up Jason. So now the cat is out of the bag, right? So I never received as much like positive feedback as I have since I started working with him. So like when the Jukebox came out, when Midnight Jukebox came out, everybody loved it, but there was still like the same thing I was dealing with all the time. Like, oh yeah, tweak this. People hear my unreleased now, they're like, yo, this is it, bro. Like, this is gonna be your one. This is gonna be every new song we do, this is my one.
Oh yeah, see?
So that's why I was like, we locked in. So when I pulled up, I was like, yeah, bro, I got some stuff partially written, but Quan want to do this feature. So I did the stuff that I had already recorded, and my boy Quan goes in, he does the little hook, and I was like, all right, cool, I don't got nothing, but I'm gonna go in there. And then the Out the Gutter verse came out. So but my favorite lyric, I'm not gonna lie, after Out the Gutter is probably the part where I said fuck me cause my album lit, she wanna meet my engineer. That shit was hard. And when I said it, my brother was actually there and he was wilding. So I was like, yeah, okay, so we got one. We got one.
I ain't gonna lie, you got a lot of good, I like to call them caption worthy bars.
I appreciate it.
And for a girl, that says a lot, cause
I appreciate it. You know what's crazy? I have my best friend told me that. He's like, bro, you rapping captions. Like every
it's like, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use that.
Yeah, I get that a lot. Like I rap in captions for sure. I don't try. It's just however it comes when I first type it, and then I clean it up later. But most of the time, like now, especially now, like I'll have like, I'll say 8 bars. I'll probably have like 8 bars written down, and then I'll just be like, yeah, bro, just let it play, and I'll just cook it up right there. Yeah.
Damn.
See, like he's easy to work with, like compared to some other people I work with. Like he's easy to work with.
You don't have to pull up. What is it? Rhyme
Zone.
That's what's up. Sure. So, what's one thing you want listeners to take away from your music in general?
That lyricism is not dead, and as much as everybody loves this turn up club music, you could still be a writer and still, you feel me, kill it and go crazy. Like I love No Cap. That's like one of my favorite artists right now. He does the same thing. Like his punches are insane, but you feel me, you still catching the vibe even though he really saying some shit. You feel me?
Thanks. So go ahead and bring us in. We got your song Out the Gutter. It's spinning on Highly Unique Radio Charlotte. It's spinning on For the Culture. It's spinning everywhere. It's out everywhere. Go ahead and bring us in one time for the one time.
All right, this is Lyricist and Jason, my engineer, and this is Out the Gutter.
Let's get it.
I'm easy.
See what I had to deal with.
If you see what I came from. Nah, for sure.
You got a lot of people on here.
What they talking about, man?
Let's see. AV on here. K's Diary.
Oh, yeah, that's one of my people, man.
Felicia.
Militello.
Mm-hmm. She sent 2 kissy faces. Unique Chris _ said Lyricist is literally my favorite up and coming artist.
Wait, who said that?
Unique Chris _
Oh, yeah. That's right.
AD said stream Midnight Jukebox. JXY 2 times is on. My program director is on. Anna Lee Anderson, Haley Elise, Lash Out Fam. Unique Chris said great artist.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
Let me turn it up for y'all. K's Diary said you need to release Blame on Me.
And that's a. You remember
The
Blame on
fans
Me?
talking.
Yeah, she said I need to release Blame on Me. That'd be hard. That's what I was trying to tell you. I wish I had. You feel me? Sorry, though. We're gonna save it for the project.
I was about to say, or I mean, we could add it again. You're just not gonna get paid for
Yeah,
it,
for
which
sure,
kind
for
of
sure.
defeats the
Yeah,
purpose
for
of
sure,
having
for
it
sure.
fun. To be honest.
Yeah, this shit was hard. This shit is raw. Wish you could have talked to Quan. That boy is a trip. He ain't easy to work with. Hey, yeah.
Really him. I know that shit right. Let me pin that. Hey. Listen, man, y'all already know I don't bring in a song one time. I bring in a song 2 times, and we're going to go ahead and run it back. It's that Lyricist Out the Gutter. Again, let's get it.
You're listening to Highly Unique Radio.
That new shit, man.
Preparedness? Oh, you said Quan. No, the one I left on? He makes another one? That's crazy.
See my foot out of that shit hard as hell. You think that's the best song, but it's, I don't know. Shit, it might be the best song.
I can't cry unless it's in them tears. Hit it, then I disappear.
You got it?
Yeah,
send it to me.
DJ take me across the sphere. Bestie wanna volunteer. Fuck me cause my album. And she wanna be my engineer. Off I got me floating in. Either she can't hold it in. No, these
It
niggas
took
hating
4
on me.
hours.
Told me I wasn't supposed to win.
Quan is a lick for you. Quan is a lick.
How much plastic on the ground? You want to know that?
At least when I say it, I got a good idea. I be like, yo, what's my ticket? 80? Cool, let's run it. That's why he be trying to get me. He be like, yo, you pay for my first hour?
I just spent the grip on these new kicks on that show salary.
40 seconds, though.
I'm gonna put you on the spot. Did you find your bar?
Let's go, my boy.
Yeah, I got the trap shit. I got this shit up out the gutter.
Hey.
I got this shit up out the gutter. She said, let them hear Blame on Me. It's a banger.
I mean, you want to airdrop it real quick?
Yeah, I can. I don't got iPhone. You go. What's your email? Oh, I got your email.
Oh, yeah, you can
already.
email it to me.
I got your email.
Listen, Linda. He said he was going to put me on the spot. You gonna do it now or you gonna do it
I'm
later?
gonna do it now. Did you find your lyric yet? What's
I
your
had
true
my lyric before. I had to think about it. But yeah, I think my lyric is can't cry unless it's denim tears.
Oh, got you.
Tough.
I got you.
Tough.
Did it hit?
Tough. Tough. I don't got no denim tears yet, but when I get some, that's my caption for sure.
Yeah,
Listen.
nah. That was a bar. And it's that's at the top of the verse.
Mm-hmm. Or I like when you said send his ass up the road like a trucker. That's
Oh, that was my boy Quan. Yeah,
Quan, yeah,
you know it's crazy. He owned a trucking business. That's why he be
Really?
saying, that's why he be saying that shit. That's why he be saying
Listen,
that
shit is fire. So, dream collab, I have to ask, who is one artist that you want to work with
Man,
in the near future?
that is
'Cause
a
we gonna
tough
manifest
question.
it.
That is a tough question. I don't know. I feel like I have to say Wayne. Like, he been my favorite rapper since I was like 10, 11 years old. So I would have to say Wayne. That would be insane.
Ooh.
That would be insane.
Listen, I don't know. Wayne, I'm not gonna lie. I could even see a track with you, Wayne, and No Cap. For real.
Yeah.
Like, that shit right there,
That would be fire.
top the charts for weeks.
Yeah, man. Tell him get at me.
Listen,
Tell him
get at No Cap. Wayne, Weezy, my God.
Get at me.
My God, I know you don't know me in this life, but I'm sure we met in the past life. You know? Get at my God lyricist, okay?
Please get at me.
Let's get a feature going. So, if you weren't currently doing music, I always like to ask artists this.
All right.
What do you think you would be doing right now in life?
So if I wasn't doing music, I feel like I would be in sales. I love talking to people, man. I'm a social dude. I don't know if you could tell. Very social, and I like to talk. So I feel like it would be something in the realm of still kind of making music. Like, it's not gonna be me actually writing it and performing it, but going out and talking to people and just having a good conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it would definitely be something in that family.
So what's one, I guess like one fun fact that viewers or listeners may be interested to find out about you?
I don't know. Everybody know everything.
Oh, damn.
I'm a social dude. Fun facts. I don't know. I'm a big sneakerhead. I used to resell for like 3 years.
Really?
Yeah, I was doing resale and working at Foot Locker at the same time.
That's lit.
Yeah, so I love sneakers. I love fashion just in general. Like, I like being around it. Like, that's why Foot Locker was probably my favorite job I've ever had up to this point. Until we get that deal. You feel me? Until we get that deal.
Get that Jordan deal.
Yeah, for sure.
Michael Jordan. Hit my God. I'm just saying.
Yeah, not for sure. I'll be shouting him out on damn near every song. Okay, you feel me? We be talking about the Jordans for sure.
So that's fire though. Do you ever think you would get back into reselling?
If the market got a little bit better. I got out of it because of how bad it was starting to get. The market just got so saturated, and the resale value wasn't like worth the energy I was putting in. Like, I'm running around the city all day, going to all the stores. I'm putting in raffles. Me and my boy got a bot, so we be running the bot. It's just like, yeah, it was just too much. At the time, it was good because we were making crazy money off of it. But then once the market started crashing a little bit, it's like, bro, we spending all of this bread and we getting pennies back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the profit margin wasn't good enough for me.
Facts. No, I feel that. Especially, I feel like more people. Let me choose my words carefully because people gonna crucify me on the internet. They love crucifying me. I feel like a lot of hype beasts entered the scene and then decided that they also wanted to become resellers, which inflated the resale market, so to say.
For sure.
Yeah.
Definitely being at Foot Locker, I saw it all like unfold. Like, yeah, I was the dude they was coming to get the shoes from, whether it was at the store or they would catch me on the side. And then like they're like, yeah, bro, I'm opening a store. Like, there's this one kid that he used to come in like maybe for like 2 years. He was coming in. He was trying to get it off the muscle. Mm-hmm. He owns a store now, and I'm like, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was like, bro, I seen all of the dudes now that's like big. I pretty much seen them when they was all, you feel me, starting. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I was like, that's crazy. Like, they took off.
Damn, that's nuts. I see a lot of I work at DTLR part-time.
Okay,
right. Full-time part-time.
You don't stop working.
Yeah, I don't ever.
That's OD.
I don't have no kids, so I don't have
Oh yeah, you
excuses
good.
yet.
You good.
But I see a lot of resellers, and we just had a shoe release on Saturday, and there was a reseller in there, and he came in with a paper and was like, "Yeah, I don't pay taxes on shoes anymore." Like,
yeah,
I
used
shit
to get
got
that.
like that now.
Yeah,
like,
I used to go through that too. Shout out Soul Priorities. I bought a lot of drip from them. So if y'all follow my IG, a lot of that drip came from Soul Priorities. But yeah, they don't pay taxes either.
Yeah.
They can't. That was the first time I seen somebody come in with the slip, and I was like, dang.
and it's legit too. Like,
I was like, that's crazy.
Like, what?
Yeah.
Let me get my manager for this shit.
Yeah, no, for sure.
He's like,
For
oh
sure.
yeah. He's like, you gonna see a lot more. He's like, we got like 3 or 4 customers that do this. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay. So going back to the music though, I don't want to veer off too far. What advice would you give up and coming artists or any artist that maybe, trying to follow in your footsteps and pursue a music career?
Stick with it. Don't give it up. I always said for myself, if I never blew and got like the worldwide recognition, get the fortune and fame from it, I would probably still do it. Like if I never blew, I would still be 30 rapping. Hopefully with him. Hopefully with him. So stick with it, and somebody gonna see you. Everybody got a fan. So like I know the people that's close to me, I know that because of the reviews that they're willing to give me, like they really fuck with my music if they fuck with my music. So stick with it. You gonna get the recognition you deserve one way or another. You feel me?
Hey, and go ahead and tell the people where they can find you on social media and where they can stream Out the Gutter.
So Out the Gutter is everywhere. It's on every streaming platform known to man. Shout out United Masters, and my IG is @lyricist2eyes.
And listen, we got a special treat because I got a little song for y'all. It's called "Blame It On Me." You want to bring it in before we head out? Because we got some comments from the live, too.
Yeah, so look, this is from my homegirl, Kayla, man. She been bugging me about this song. She has it unreleased, and I never send anybody any unreleased because I'm terrified of getting leaked. But this is for her. I submitted it. This is unreleased. It will be on the project that's coming out.
Hey, this that "Blame It On Me." Let's get it. So when we get back from this song, I'm gonna do like your official outro. But JXY 2 times said he wanna work with me, throw me in the booth.
He be bullshit. That's like my oldest friend. We grew up together. He bullshit. He pump faking.
Hey, this for you, Kay.
Yeah. I've been sweet since I was 16, hopping out in a 6-speed. Bad little mixed breed, Mercedes look like whipped cream. Amiris with the rip seams, PJ cuts through the slipstream. Pockets on the green bean, Springfield with the green bean. Wolf gang like the dream team, codeine straight out the canteen. Fettuccine straight from Rome Expressos with the French cream. Clean it in the Fresh Prince from cutout to the cut scenes. Only took a mustard seed and a couple of my trustees. I can't believe it's fuck me. I took the blame for all that shit, I won't mistake again. I took my L's and made a dub and then I made an M. I was taught to stake a shine, I took that shit right on the chin. I put them diamonds on my teeth, I wanna see them swim. I've been snapping out of place like I just ripped a limb. I love this life that I took my only friend.